Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Hope you're having a nice day here today. I'm just trolling you with the black dots. Sorry about that. You know, I have been trying to add some new, fun, exciting things in where we can do more, and just the weird way I have to set up something like drawing on the screen. I did not notice I had recorded both of those videos in one day, so a big thanks to just every single human who pointed out there was a tiny black dot there. But yeah, anyways, that's gone now. Sorry about that. I'll be more careful in the future. Anyways, we're going to do another Bisu versus Speed game because I did play a couple. We have Bisu down here in the bottom right of Deja Vu and Speed in the bottom left. You know, yesterday's game between these two. You know, I feel like games like that one are very instructive, very informative to watch them get played out and kind of the different decisions being made, and where there's like clear lines of, you know, this is a really good decision, this is a poor decision, this is a maybe, this, you know. I feel like anytime that you can look at a game through those eyes, basically, that's going to be like really, really useful for improving understanding. Because it becomes very, very cut and dry. A lot of things do, which makes it a lot easier. Because, you know, there's definitely a lot of positions where you look at it and you're like, well, I don't know, actually. It could have gone this way. It could have gone that way. And then some you look at it, you're like, well, mathematically, this was never going to work. So why do we do this? Anyways, hope that you guys have been enjoying ArtosisCasts. Really, very much appreciation for everyone checking it out. And yeah, thank you for subscribing, leaving a comment, liking, all that stuff. Now, Nexus first here from Bisu, but Speed, who is going for a gasless expansion, is going to scout this first. The probe actually sees him coming from this angle, so at that timing, in fact, they both, well, he's going to know in just a second. He pops down there to see the Nexus, and then turns around. But yeah, like, they're going to know about, wait, what? Did he... Is he going to make, like, a second barracks or something? What is... Okay, I'm sorry. This is really weird because he, like, came down partway and then turned around. You know what I think that actually was? I think what happened here is he saw the probe and the way that the probe was moving, because Bisu was kind of moving it back and forth, and then kind of moved it over. So he might have looked at that and had the SVD keep going and go, oh, you know what? Actually, that was coming from this angle. So Speed's going to scout this incredibly, incredibly late, which means he's doing a very safe version of the gasless expansion, where he's making 3 Marines right away. And Bisu's able to just go super, super greed mode with this. Like, he is not going to skip a single probe. He is going ahead with just 1 gateway and right into the Cybernetics core as well. And as Speed gets up here and scouts, so he's not here, he's like, oh. That was like... The thing is, no one really brings their probe out here and dances here and then finds out where the SUV is coming from and goes in that direction. But, like, that actually really threw Speed for a loop here. That's a funny thing, right? Like, you can't account for everything. You can make yourself rules like, no, I'm going to scout these locations no matter what. But a lot of the time when you take a read like that, you'll actually be right and be like, yeah, you did come from top right. And suddenly you've scouted quicker and they can't block seeing what they're doing and things like that. So kind of an interesting little opener here. So getting down here and seeing 2 Zealots, he knows pretty much what's going on. Speed right now going for his factories, going to get a couple factories going. And, of course, these are not as optimized as they could be because of the bunker plus 3 Marines. He could have gotten those a little bit later, just reordered slightly. You know, like, for instance, this factory could have been about 10 seconds faster. Not the biggest deal, not the end of the world, but just something to point out there. So it is basically a gasless expansion here against, like, a pretty greedy Nexus first. And you can see Bisu is up by about 4 workers. 2 to 4, it looks like, is going to rotate back and forth. So obviously that is a slightly better opener for Bisu without doubt. Like, he's already got a shuttle on the way and we don't have a factory unit as of yet. The Sport Bay coming up, so going to be a very fast Reaver here as well. I'm actually kind of interested to see how quickly Bisu's going to try to take his 3rd base. Because in a lot of regular-ish opener games, like Factory Expand against, you know, Gateway Expand, like, you'll actually see games where it's one gate, Robo, Reaver, third base. So I wonder if Bisu will try something like that here. The thing is, like, it is super, super, super rare to play against gasless expansion and not have them go to factory. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that they will always pressure you with it. And in fact, I would say that there is no pressure really coming. This is just pure vulture production with speed and mines. So, like, there'll be pressure in the fact that there's vultures running around, but no pressure that could, like, end the game, you know? You'd have to, like, get your units out of position to lose to that. Whereas, you know, they bring siege tanks over, and, you know, suddenly you're going to take a lot of damage, possibly, as well. All right, so Reaver is about to pop out. He does have that shuttle speed on the way. The range for Dragoons coming as well. Just knocking down the egg right now. Already has those missile turrets up. This is actually a great build from Speed, I have to say. If you look at this, and by the way, this is a very interesting turret. Not many players make a turret in a location like this. Like, this turret, for most players, they'll build it like here or here. By the way, the shuttle comes up, does take a single turret shot and flies away. But anyways, the fact that he's gone for a ring of 4 turrets, and he'll probably... No, he is making 2 tanks, no Goliaths as of yet, but he's kind of just laid mines around, and he's trying to keep this from coming in at all. Bisu does find a little bit of a hole, but he actually takes a little bit more damage than he wanted there. A little bit of hull damage being taken, but will get in with the Reaver. So this is actually potentially really, really deadly. I love how Speed tried to greed this by skipping tanks for a really long time. But the Reaver getting in like this could... Ooh! The Reaver actually has a lot of kills at this point. Oh my god. Okay, and is he going to finish that? No, we don't quite get to see the exact kill count, but 37 SCVs against 50 probes is a gigantic difference. Remember that he was 2 to 4 workers within where Bisu was, so we can just kind of extrapolate that and or interpolate that or do some math with that or whatever. However it is that we might do that and just be like, okay, so he lost like 15 workers approximately. Obviously, it can be things as well, like Bisu didn't make workers, and he killed more, or, you know, Speed, you know, stopped making workers at some point during that push and lost less. And no matter how you look at it, that was really, really painful there for Speed. The thing is, I really like his opener, like the way that he went for just missile turrets and mines, like that can be a really clever way to do it. So that you're kind of like, you know, you don't want to buy too many tanks early in the game. They're very expensive. They slow everything else down. But unfortunately, does take quite a bit of damage there on this opening Reaver drop. His +1 is coming. That's a very, very quick science facility. I think what we're seeing here... Yeah, I'm pretty sure what Speed's idea is that this game has to go very long for him to win. Literally 3-2. That's my kind of take on where Speed is at mentally in this game, because like this would be really hard to get away with. Like this is like a build from 2017, 2018, what we're looking at. Not with the mines and turrets specifically, but like 3 factories getting into science facility. So that wouldn't be something you'd see right now, but you know, just kind of getting those upgrades immediately kind of points towards Speed wanting to play a really long game, because there's no way that like regular fast 2-1 timing attacks don't work anymore. So doing something like this is like, okay, I'm gonna grind at +3 basically. All right, Speed shuttle coming in. Oh, this actually could do some good damage as well. A brand fresh Reaver here gets 3 kills immediately. Drops that Reaver out once again. Okay, gets another. Taking a little bit of damage, but... Oh, gonna get 3 Marines and deal some damage there as well. Oh my god, 8 kills already. Yeah, that one's gonna glitch. All right, so 8 kills, 5 of which were SCVs, keeping that SCV count really, really low. I gotta say, like, Bisu's putting out, like, a very, very good game right now. Counter drop with these vultures. They are gonna get a few probes here. You can see Bisu pulls everything way, way back. Nice drill there to try to deal with these vultures a little bit. Speed picks them up quickly. Looks like he's headed towards that third base, but already some Dragoons there to stop him. So dropship flies in. Yeah, he might get 1 or 2 probes here, but that's about it. Oh, a little bit of a missed target there. Okay. So the dust has settled. 61 workers against 55. Only 4 factories over here. The thing is, Bisu's economy is about to explode. Like, look, he's already up 40 supply. Only, what, 5 of which is workers? He's got Zealot legs on the way. A lot of gateways coming up. There's his 4th Nexus up here. He'll probably start a 5th relatively soon. Whereas I'm looking at Speed's position, and it's really questionable how he's going to be able to secure a 3rd base. Like, he's going to have to do, like, a mega turtle here. Like, where you land maybe your barracks and engineering bay, or maybe you float one, land one, that type of thing. Bunch of depots, missile turrets, mines in front, tanks behind. Because Bisu's supply difference, a lot of times I give Protoss, a hard time for, like, attack moving into, like, an entrenched Terran position. But when the supply differentials are going to look this big, you should do that. You should trade inefficiently, like, consistently, to try to break things. To just get anything off the board when you have so much more income than your opponent. Okay, picking up another Reaver over here. Bisu just kind of macroing cleanly off of those 8 gateways. Looks like he's going to start adding some gates up here as well. A couple vultures trying to catch any probe rallies up there. Very nice. There are a few probes headed up there, but the vultures get picked off before they can get them. All right, so right now, Speed is setting up for that 3rd base location. He's kind of recovered his economy. His +2 attack is going to finish really, really soon, which definitely will be helpful. Got a few tanks down here. This is kind of a good defensive area sitting behind this little doodad thing. The Zealots coming in. Man, Speed just does not have very much. Oof. Yeah, the command center under some attack now as well. 6 factories. Oh, man. Like, when you're down 60 supply at 12 minutes, it's just not a good thing. And here's the thing, too, right? Because at the beginning of the game, like, I did talk about that probe dance, and we're going to actually take a look at that probably after this. I don't think that's what led to this. Like, it felt like Speed was doing an okay job. It was that initial Reaver drop just dealing so much damage. He was probably 1 turret shy of completely blocking it, which is a funny thing, because you don't want to overmake turrets. You don't want to. But if you undermake, you can just lose a game that looks like this pretty easily. Bisu just miles and miles ahead, trying to get another Scarab off. Does lose that, but the damage dealt is immense. 5th Nexus on the way. This 4th one getting some good mining done. Some DTs mixed in. High Templars as well. In fact, 4 High Templars here. Looks like he's just going to bomb in some Zealots to take some damage here so he can storm everything. Ooh, the storm there would be so good. Oh, he wants to get the tanks instead. Honestly, I don't think it even matters. You got tanks, you got SCVs. It's kind of like a do anything you want at this point because you're so far ahead. Anything you kill is irreplaceable. That was pretty darn one-sided. I do want to take a quick look at the scout, though. Wait, a little bit further back. Okay, so let's take off Bisu's vision. So let's see. Okay, we're slowing it down to fastest. So what I saw there was the probe kind of came from here, looked down, and then turned back. I think he missed the very first appearance of the probe. I think what he saw was the probe then turned around and came down for a second. And if you see the probe coming down, then you're like, oh, then he's up there, obviously. There's no reason he would be down here and the probe would be going to the south. How close is that? That's pretty damn close. Ouch. Okay. Anyways, I don't think that that's what caused the loss there, but it shows this mistake happens to everybody. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching today. The black dot won't be returning. We'll see you next time.